Okay, so I have figure 1, 2, and 3 over here. So I count the value for each one. So in the first figure I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. In number 2 I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks. And in number 3 I have 12 blocks. For my scatter plot, I go to the x-axis on figure 1 and my value is 6. I go to figure 2 on my x-axis, my value is 9. And then figure 3 on my x-axis, my value is 12. And then you would draw a straight line. To figure out my algebraic expression, I find the difference in the terms. So if I'm going from 6 to 9, that would be a difference of plus 3. And then 9 to 12, a difference of plus 3. So that means my equation is going to be 3n to start with. To figure out the rest of my equation, I need to go backwards, work the opposite. So if I added 3, I'm now going to subtract 3. So 6 minus 3 is equal to 3. So the rest of my equation is going to be plus 3. So 3n plus 3. If I wanted to know what the 10th term would be, I would add in 10 for my term number. So if I go 3 times 10 plus 3, 3 times 10 is 30, plus 3 equals 33. So the value for the 10th term would be 33. If I wanted to know what the term number for the value of 18 would be, I would set up an equation. So I would have 3n plus 3 equals 18. So I would subtract 3. So 18 minus 3 is 15. And then divide by 3 to get n alone. So that means n equals 15 divided by 3, n equals 5. So the 5th term would have a value of 18. Okay, if I had the sequence 3, 6, 11, 18, I'm going to find my equation. So 3 to 6 is an increase of plus 3. 6 to 11 is an increase of plus 5. And then 11 to 17 is an increase of plus 7. So right away I notice that there's a difference of 2 in between each of those numbers. So I take it a step further, and I get the difference is 2 and 2. So automatically I know that my number is going to be squared. So I have n squared to start with. In order to figure out the rest of it, I notice that my first term is a 3, but in the perfect square sequence, it should be a 1. So I find the difference between 3 and 1. If I'm at 1 and I need to get to 3, I would have to add 2. So the rest of my equation is going to be plus 2. If I wanted to know what the 10th term was, I would input 10 for where n is. So the 10th term would be 10 squared plus 2. 10 squared is 100 plus 2, 102. So my 10th term would be a value of 102. If I wanted to find out what the term number was for the value of 27, I would set up an equation. So I would do n squared plus 2 equals 27. So first I would subtract 2 to cancel that out. I would subtract 2 on this side and I get 25. So I have n squared equals 25. Well, the opposite of squaring a number is taking the square root. So if I was to take the square root of 25, I would find out that n is equal to 5. So the 5th term has a value of 27. 7. That's it. If you have any questions, please let me know.